Have you ever wondered why China gets uneasy when the U.S. helps the Philippines with its military? It might seem like a world away, but it matters. It's about power, strategy, and the future of a volatile region. The core issue is simple. China wants to be the big fish in the West Philippine Sea. A strong U.S. Philippines military partnership throws a wrench in those plans. Why? Because it gives the Philippines the ability to stand up for itself. It's a delicate balance of power, and even small shifts can have big consequences. So, buckle up because we're diving into the fascinating world of geopolitics. Imagine you're playing a game of Risk, and your opponent just got a big pile of armies. That's what it's like for China when the U.S. sends military aid to the Philippines. Recently, the U.S. pledged a whopping $500 million to modernize the Philippine military. That's on top of a previous commitment of $2 billion. We're talking ships, planes, and all the high-tech gear you can imagine. This aid is like giving a shield to someone facing a bully. It doesn't mean the Philippines wants to pick a fight, but it does mean they're better prepared if one breaks out. The West Philippine Sea is a bit like that popular kid in school that everyone wants to be friends with. It's a vital shipping route, teeming with resources like oil and fish. Problem is, everyone wants a piece of the pie. China claims almost the entire sea as its own, drawing lines on maps that other countries, including the Philippines, say are bogus. To make matters worse, China has been building artificial islands in the disputed waters, complete with military bases. Imagine someone building a fortress in your backyard and claiming it's theirs. That's the kind of tension we're talking about. The U.S. and the Philippines go way back. Their relationship is deeply rooted in history, with bonds formed through shared struggles and triumphs. They've been allies since World War II, fighting side by side against common enemies. This camaraderie was built on the battlefields, where soldiers from both nations stood shoulder to shoulder. In 1951, they solidified their alliance with the Mutual Defense Treaty, a formal agreement that commits each country to defend the other in case of an armed attack. This treaty is a cornerstone of their enduring partnership. Think of it like a ride or die pact, but with countries. This means that in times of crisis, they can rely on each other for support and protection. This alliance is like a thorn in China's side. The strategic location of the Philippines in the West Philippine Sea makes this partnership particularly significant. It means that if things get really heated in the West Philippine Sea, the U.S. might just step in to back up the Philippines. This potential intervention acts as a deterrent to aggressive actions in the region. The presence of U.S. military forces in joint exercises with the Philippines showcases their readiness to respond to any threats. These exercises are not just for show, they enhance interoperability and preparedness. And nobody wants to mess with the U.S. military, right? Their advanced technology and formidable capabilities make them a powerful ally. This partnership isn't just about weapons and soldiers. It's also about strategic planning and mutual understanding. The two nations regularly engage in discussions to align their military strategies. It's about shared values like democracy and freedom of navigation. Both countries believe in maintaining open and free seas, which is crucial for global trade and security. It's about saying no to bullies and standing up for what's right, even when it's tough. This partnership is a testament to their commitment to uphold international law and protect their sovereignty. Put yourself in the Philippines' shoes for a second. Imagine living in a country that is rich in culture, history, and natural beauty, but also faces significant geopolitical challenges. The Philippines is a nation of over 7,000 islands, with a population that is as diverse as its landscapes. From bustling urban centers like Manila to serene coastal villages, the daily life of Filipinos is vibrant and full of resilience. Now consider the fact that you're a relatively small country with a giant neighbor who's been flexing its muscles in your backyard. The West Philippine Sea, a crucial maritime region, has become a hotspot for territorial disputes. China's increasing military presence and assertive actions in these waters have raised alarms not just in the Philippines but across Southeast Asia. You'd probably want some backup too, right? The Philippines has a long-standing alliance with the United States, a relationship that dates back to World War II. This partnership has been a cornerstone of the Philippines' defense strategy, providing not just military aid, but also training and joint exercises that enhance the capabilities of the Philippine Armed Forces. That's why the Philippines welcomes U.S. military aid with open arms. This support is seen as essential for maintaining a balance of power in the region. The aid comes in various forms, from advanced military equipment to logistical support, all aimed at strengthening the Philippines' defense posture. It's not about being anti-China, but about being pro-Philippines. The focus is on safeguarding national interests, ensuring that the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Philippines are upheld. This is a matter of national pride and security. It's about protecting their own territory, their own people, and their own future. The Philippine government and its military are committed to defending the nation's borders and ensuring the safety of its citizens. This commitment is reflected in their continuous efforts to modernize and enhance their defense capabilities. They see China's actions as a threat, and they're not afraid to say so. The assertiveness of China's claims in the West Philippine Sea has led to diplomatic tensions and a call for international support. The Philippines has been vocal in its opposition, seeking to rally other nations to uphold international law and maritime rights. They're not looking for a fight, but they're ready for one if they have to be. The readiness of the Philippine military is a testament to their resolve. Through rigorous training and strategic planning, they aim to be prepared for any eventuality, ensuring that they can respond effectively to any threats. And with the U.S. in their corner, they feel a lot more confident. The presence of U.S. forces and the ongoing military cooperation provide a significant boost to the Philippines' defense capabilities. This alliance is not just about military strength, but also about shared values and a commitment to peace and stability in the region. Even when the United States decided to freeze most of its foreign aid, the money for the Philippines kept flowing. That tells you something about how important this relationship is to the United States. It's not just about helping a friend in need. It's about protecting U.S. interests in the region. The West Philippine Sea is a vital shipping lane, and the U.S. wants to make sure it stays open for business. A strong Philippines helps keep China in check. It's all part of a bigger game of chess, with each move carefully calculated. More U.S. involvement in the West Philippine Sea isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It also raises the stakes. The more entangled the U.S. gets, the greater the risk of a misstep that could spiral into something bigger. Imagine two cars speeding towards an intersection, both drivers convinced they have the right of way. That's the kind of situation we're talking about. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and things could get very dangerous very quickly. It's a high-stakes game of chicken, and nobody wants to blink first. But the consequences of a collision could be catastrophic. Recently, the U.S. and the Philippines have been stepping up their game. The geopolitical landscape in the West Philippine Sea has always been a complex and contentious one, but recent developments have added a new layer of intensity to the situation. They've conducted joint patrols in the West Philippine Sea, shared intelligence, and engaged in a series of coordinated military exercises. These actions are not just about showing strength. They are about building a deeper strategic partnership that could have long-term implications for regional security. The discussions have even extended to the possibility of expanding the U.S. military presence in the Philippines. This move is seen as a way to counterbalance China's growing influence in the region. The U.S. military bases in the Philippines could serve as a critical point of support for operations in the West Philippine Sea. It's like they're sending a message. We're here to stay, and we're not backing down. The symbolism of U.S. and Philippine flags flying together and their forces marching in unison is a powerful statement of unity and resolve. China, of course, isn't too happy about this. The Chinese government has been vocal in its opposition, viewing these actions as a direct challenge to its sovereignty and influence in the region. They've accused the U.S. of militarizing the region and have warned of serious consequences. The Chinese military has been ramping up its own activities, conducting drills and showcasing its advanced hardware as a show of strength. The rhetoric from Beijing has been stern, with officials making it clear that they will not tolerate what they see as provocations. They have emphasized that any attempts to undermine their position will be met with a strong response. It's a tense standoff, with no easy solutions. The military buildup on both sides has created a precarious situation where any miscalculation could lead to a serious escalation. Both sides are digging in, determined to protect their interests. The proximity of U.S. and Chinese warships, along with the fortified military bases, underscores the high stakes involved. The big question is, can they find a way to do it without starting a war? Diplomatic efforts are ongoing, with leaders from both sides engaging in discussions to find a peaceful resolution. The world watches closely, hoping that cooler heads will prevail and that a path to de-escalation can be found. The saga of China's unease with U.S. Philippines military ties is far from over. It's a story with many chapters, each one filled with intrigue, tension, and uncertainty. As the U.S. and China continue their delicate dance for power and influence, the world watches with bated breath. The West Philippine Sea has become a crucible, a testing ground for the future of international relations. The stakes couldn't be higher. The decisions made in the coming years will shape the destiny of the region and beyond. So, stay tuned, because this story is just getting started. Subscribe for more amazing content and keep wondering. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.